Hey guys, welcome to another vlog. It's currently Wednesday and a big delivery just came in of the sticker sheets. So based on the timeline, this is probably all I'm releasing for sticker sheets now, like this month, for this month's drop. Assuming it's this month. Still waiting for the coloring books to come in. But yeah, they're here. 2 giant boxes and I'm excited to open them. There she goes. Okay, wait a minute. Hey, wait, no. Okay, come here. Oh, I don't want you to knock stuff over. Come back on my shoulder and then I'll let you down. Or you can stay on my back. Okay. You little turd. You little turd. Lovely day here today. It's above 0, sunny, everything's melting. What else? I don't know. I don't know if we have much else for updates to kick off this vlog, so let's just get into unboxing the stickers. 2 big boxes. This one is at its limit. It's splitting open because these are very, very heavy, of course. So yeah, these are from Jukebox Print. I've never gotten sticker sheets from them before, so hopefully they're good. I trust Jukebox. They do good quality stuff, so hopefully there are no issues. Because like with stickers, the cuts might be too off-center, or maybe the cuts aren't deep enough and you can't peel the stickers. So hopefully it's all good. And I chose them because they had a nice sale on for Boxing Week, so I got a pretty good price on them. Okay, there was a deal where you could get some freebie stickers, so I've got a small stack of these. And if I'd split my order into multiples, I could have gotten these freebies multiple times over. So some die cut stickers. These already feel a little different than my, what are they called? They're my Sticker Beaver ones. That's usually where I get my freebie stickers. These are freebies because they were freebies for me. They're covered in like a black speckled dirt dust, probably like paper cutting dust. Although I don't know why it's not all white then. A lot of it's black. Dirty stickers. Hopefully all the sheets aren't like that. Let's compare this actually to one of my Sticker Beaver stickers. So Sticker Beaver, Jukebox. The Sticker Beaver looks way more accurate and just nicer. Although one thing I like about the Jukebox stickers is they have a smaller border. That's kind of nice. But now I'm a little concerned for the sticker sheets. After seeing this, like, why did the shirt print so dark? I'm scared. Okay. Oh, and Sticker Beaver finally restocked the fairy dust glitter stickers. For like more than half a year, all I've been able to get is their regular vinyl or the clear vinyl. And then I think one of the specialties, like silver or something, I don't know. But last I checked, they had fairy dust back in stock. Because I previously had these and people have been begging for a restock, but I couldn't get the fairy dust. And some other places do a glitter that's like a chunkier glitter, but I like this fine glitter a lot, at least for this sticker. Now we do have a Lunamoth sticker sheet coming, so I might bring this back. The question is, do I bring it back flat color like this? This is just flat digital. Or do I bring back like the traditional art version of it? Because that exists now. Honestly, the digital might suit the glitter more. Okay, I see Forest Cuddles right on top. Oh, that spooked Kiki. Ooh, got some down the side as well. Okay. Oh, this is a fat stack. Oh, can I sell this many? There's 2 fat stacks. Assuming this is all Forest Cuddles throughout. Dirty? What is that? Why is there black dust all over everything? I feel like they cut out black stickers before they cut out mine. Oh, okay. This is very nice. It feels nice. It looks nice. And like I said, they do closer cut lines than Sticker Beaver, which is kind of nice. Peel test. Oh, 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 oh. This is gonna have to be mine because it's not gonna lay down nicely now. All right, other than being dirty, they look pretty good. Obviously, I'll have to kind of go through them, just make sure, like, you know, we can't just trust the top one. What if as we go down the pile, some of them are kind of miscut or something? You never know. So that's more of that. I am warm, holy. This says it's 21.7 in here, which is not that crazy, but I guess it's warmer than usual. Next is Straub. Not as dirty as the other ones. Okay, again, these look quite nice. I like the overall brightness, because, you know, sometimes stuff prints a little on the dark side. These look pretty good. Great success so far. More Straub. Oh, I see a third one. I'm gonna have to check the corners of these, because these are right where the box was ripped. Actually, yeah, that would have been this corner is where the box was ripped, but I think they are okay. I don't see so much as a bent corner. I'll have to check the other ones, but yeah. Gazebo cats. I guess I don't have to unwrap it entirely, just grab one. Whoa! It certainly looks saturated. Sticker Beaver does that too, where the stickers end up a little more saturated than the actual file was, but they look gorgeous that way. Love it, love it. And there's another Gazebo cats. Ugh. And then, oh, we have some Halloween cats. So I've offered this one before, so I don't know how well this will sell. Oh, that looks really similar to the old one. Like, I could probably still use the same product photo. Very nice. And we're on to box number 2. Crack that spine. Welcome to BSMR Chiropractic. I see Luna. The colors of this one please me greatly. Oh, the way that purple printed out, even though it's just the background. Gorgeous. So far, all the cuts look perfectly centered. Oh, these next ones are in paper, not tissue paper. Oh, this looks like Winter Buns. So we had Winter Bun stickers before, but not as a sticker sheet. Once again, the colors are just amazing. Wow. Look at that. She's gorgeous. These are also bigger than the old ones. You know what? I don't think these are laminated, are they? Maybe that's why it looks so crisp to me, because it's just the direct vinyl. But like with sticker sheets, it can hinder the peelability, because I remember my very first sticker sheet I ever ordered, the video game ones, they were laminated and it did not peel very well. I think this die cut might be, but the sticker sheets are not. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Next. Oh, oh my god. Oh, this is stationery colorful. So previously this was the stationery colorful sticker sheet. It's on the clear Bop and it's a bunch of smaller stickers. And there's a chance this gets restocked someday. When the next time I order Bop stickers. Although I want to see if they can print solid white on the back, because these stickers are still a little transparent. I'm going to see if they can do like 100% white and then the color so that they're not see-through. Because like, look at this sticky note here. If you put something behind it, see how it's see-through. Anyway, we had done the colorful version and the brown version. Brown is still in stock. I will not be restocking it because it's taking so long to sell out. But this might make a reappearance. And in the meantime, we have the vinyl sheet version. They're bigger than this one, of course. And it's on white vinyl, not clear vinyl. All the sticker sheets I'm opening today are on white vinyl. But because I ordered so many of these, I don't know if it's worth ordering more of these. I don't know. I want to do some clear Bop stickers for the Froggy collection, so I could order more of these at that time. But yeah, there's the new one. I probably could have made the background slightly darker. It printed a bit pale, but that's okay. Ow! My hands aren't big enough for this. Next is Winter Ephemera. I really hope this one does all right. I didn't order too many of it. Ordered 250. But it's kind of the miscellaneous items that go alongside winter buns. Because this sticker sheet's already pretty full, but there's so many other little bits and bobs that I drew for the winter bun collection, and so I figured why not turn them into their own sheet. And these are the two that I forgot to put the Bailey J logo on. Because I did go back and add the logo, and then I sent the wrong file to the printer. So these don't say Bailey J on them. But that's okay. Okay, then that's more Halloween cats. Video game and video game. Okay. Video game sticker sheet, been done before. It was my first sticker sheet, but this is a larger one. Because the originals were 4x6, I believe. This is the 5x7. And this new version has the Wiimote on it because I had more space on the sticker sheet. So the rest of the layout's pretty similar, and then I added that. So cute. Oh, this is exciting. This is exactly what I wanted because I did a big washi restock, and I wanted a really big sticker sheet drop. Because I haven't done that many sheets over the years. And like after my first one was just so badly done, I was turned off from doing sticker sheets for so long. So let me lay these all out. There they are. Close up. And what's exciting is that Gazebo Cats is a sticker because I didn't make it a die cut sticker because I think the details will just be too small. Because I do 3-inch rectangle stickers of my full illustrations. But yeah, this one is just, it's so detail heavy. I don't even know if the cats would register really, but this size is perfect. Like I guess if I did a die cut of just the gazebo, that could work. It's something smaller than what you see here. So that could make an appearance at some point, but for now we have this. So exciting. It's just like the best feeling seeing your stuff, like these merch ideas come to life. It's one thing to design a sticker sheet, it's another to hold it in your hand. You're so high up there. I just filmed a vertical video for short form going over the different sticker designs, so I'll edit that at some point. I still have another one I've already edited that I can post, which is a little ASMR packing. I've been posting the ASMR stuff on a separate TikTok channel, but I've been debating whether or not to just post everything on my main, and that's what I might do. Because for like YouTube and Instagram, I post those ASMR videos on the main, so why is it split into 2 accounts on TikTok? My original idea was that like the ASMR one was going to be the shop promo account where it's like, look at all my products, look, buy my stuff, and then my main account was a little more chill, like focusing more on the vlogging and answering people's questions, that kind of thing. And it can still be that, but if I'm only going to have like one ASMR video every month or 2, just post it on the main. You guys, I have a new toy. So this is the thing Christian got me for Christmas, and then it was gonna arrive late. It was just delivered. Look, it's Melania with the Elden Ring behind her. It's changing colors. Christian's going to put a battery in the remote right now. Wow. It's like resin and wood. White, blue, green, red. Some other colors. Oh, I like how she pops in the bluish ones. And then, how did we do multicolor? Just flash maybe. Oh no, it was a fade. Oh yeah, fade is what it was. And then there's strobe. How's that different from flash? Flash is faster than strobe. Maybe those are backwards. Either way, it's doing it. And let's see what smooth is. It's just a smoother fade, maybe? I mean, it kind of looks the same. Either way, I'm going to keep it on like fade or smooth, probably. I love it so much! It's so cool! Okay, I just spent a lot of time looking into something. This is the Amazon app. These are all my products. What the heck is this? And no, these are not scammers who stole my photos and descriptions. Amazon did this. And I just want to say shout out Kat for first leaving a comment and then emailing me about all of this. They gave me a bunch of information, resources, like links to resources, screenshots, all kinds of information. Thank you so much. So Amazon introduced this buy for me feature where certain brands get scraped. They scrape our websites and put the products on Amazon, and you have the choice to buy it directly through Amazon, or you can go to my website to buy it, which sounds good in theory, because I've thought to myself, like, it would be so nice to have my products on Amazon, but then you have to like do all this stuff and send them to warehouses, and like there's so much that goes into it, and Amazon takes such a big cut that that's something I could never do. Something like this at first glance seems maybe okay, like, oh, this is a way for my products to show up on Amazon. Because I had no idea this feature was even a thing. It's in beta and it's not in Canada. So when I go to Amazon and search Bailey J, I don't see that stuff. And I didn't see them at first when I switched to US Amazon because my shipping address was still set as my Canadian address. It would only show the items if I switched to a US zip code. So how was I supposed to know Amazon even did this? If they're gonna send people directly to my website, I don't mind. That's extra foot traffic, you know? Well, online traffic? Online feet? Wait, I don't want to think about online feet. I don't mind it taking people to my website, but allowing them to check out through Amazon seems a bit weird. And I did a trial run where I added something to my cart just to see what it does for the shipping. Like, is it going to show the shipping fee at checkout? So I'm going to click buy for me. I have to select an address. I can use my reship address. And so it shows an estimated total, $7.21. And then it says shipping and handling calculated by the merchant. And then there's a little drop down thing I can click. Additional price buffer, $15. So you are approving a purchase up to $22.21 to cover shipping fees and potential price differences. You will only be charged the final amount as calculated by the merchant. So it seems like it calculates an accurate fee for the customer. What if the shipping was more than 15 though? Would the order not go through? I don't know. So I'm kind of torn about it because, like, is it really an issue? But is it really going to help me at all? Okay, because if I just search things like video game reusable bag or something, which is the exact title of the product, it will not show up no matter how far I scroll, which makes sense. Like, my items are not going to rank high in Amazon search, but it's not until you search Bailey J that it shows up. And it's like, okay, well, do we really need Amazon's help for that? Like, I feel like people are not typing Bailey J into Amazon unless they're trying to find the book, like this one. And Kat was saying she's talked to some other artists about this, and some people had items purchased from their store that had been previously discontinued. Amazon let them buy it, which is odd because Amazon's making it sound like, oh, we're going to make sure this product's still available, and then we'll check the shipping price, and then we'll put the transaction through, but it seems like they're still allowing transactions to go through that shouldn't, and that's what scares me. Also, I'm scared that unsuspecting people could come across it and expect either Amazon's shipping speeds or their return policy, and it could just cause issues where I end up having to refund people and lose out on money. Or maybe I refuse to refund, then they file a chargeback. Like, I feel like it's opening myself up to mess. But also, like I said, how many people are they really even sending my way? I don't think it's really helping at all, but it has the potential to hurt. So that's where I'm feeling uncertain about it. And what is Amazon even gaining from this? Because the prices they show are the actual prices. It's not like they tacked on an extra dollar or two so that they can profit off this transaction. Amazon's not profiting off of it at all. It's weird to me that they would even send people off site to go purchase directly on my website. Like, why are they trying to push people off of Amazon? You'd think they want to keep people on their own site buying their stuff. The only thing I can really think of is they're trying to like make AI a thing. Like, oh, here's this AI feature that's doing something. See, AI can be useful. And I was like, they've probably invested a bunch of money into an AI company. I Google it. Yeah, they invested $8 billion into Anthropic. And Anthropic, where have I heard that before? Oh yes, the class action settlement, because Anthropic scraped a copy of my book from online. The Authors Guild sued Anthropic and settled, and so I'm getting a settlement check for this book. It's supposed to be about 3,000 US dollars per book. I only have one. But that's a whole other thing I haven't even talked about on the vlog. Like, I got an email about it one morning and I was like, what is this scam? But it was real. It was from a law firm, and yeah, there's some class action lawsuit because the AI was trained on books that were illegally obtained. Like, they pirated a bunch of books and then used them to train their AI. And so that's what the lawsuit was about. And I could have declined this settlement and sued them myself, but like, no, I'm not putting the time and money into that. Like, I'll take the $3,000. I don't get any royalties off this book anymore because it's out of print. And the royalties were ass on this anyway. I was getting between 50 cents to $1 per book, depending where it was published. I'd only get the full dollar if it was published in the US. Or not published, sold. If it was sold in the US. And if it was sold in any other country, I got 50 cents. I'm still glad I did it. I knew it wouldn't be a big moneymaker when I did it, but anything I do in the future, I'm self-publishing. Like my coloring book. Anyway, back to the Amazon thing. Apparently you can request yourself to be removed from this feature. So that's what I'm going to do. But it's just so wild to me that I would have had no way of knowing that my products were even showing on Amazon if someone didn't tell me. Because like I said, I'm in Canada and this feature's not here. And it's not like they notify the stores that their products are showing up on Amazon. It's just weird all around. And I just have mixed feelings about it. Because it's like, yes, they're on Amazon. But wait, no, wait, ah. I just can't believe Anthropic's coming at me again. Leave me alone. Really? I gotta find a spot for my new display piece. It's gotta go on this side because nothing lights up on this half. But on this side, there's like the Fall Guys, the flasks, and America. They all light up. Plus, if it's kind of central, we'll actually see it when I am not full screen face cam. Like if I'm actually playing the game and the webcam's cropped, we'll still see this spot. Oh, but what about the Enos? I barely even play Fall Guys these days, which is so sad because I was so obsessed for so long and I've got like 2,700 hours in that game. But I've been expanding my horizons and playing a lot of other new games, and yeah, just haven't really had the time or interest in Fall Guys lately. But it's still my beloved. I might need, oh, I see an open plug down there actually. Like a power brick that has 2 USB spots. Now don't knock this down, Kiki. Please. It just feels so small. I need something else up there. She's so tiny you're not actually going to see her on the streams, but you'll see the light. You know what? Maybe we should just move it to the Elden Ring side. And then like all the Fall Guys stuff's over here. All the Elden Ring stuff's over there except for Alexander. Well, would you look at this? Well, the Fall Guys are a little dim right now because their batteries are dying. They're also motion activated, so they go on and off. It usually looks a lot brighter than that. I'm just determined to let the batteries fully die because they're AAAs, and that's a lot of AAAs. It's 3 per hex. Let it die, I say. And ooh, we have room for like a little poster or image on the back of that monitor. And then the Alexander, I want to do a custom paint job on him because he's very silvery, when in actuality he's beige. I'm going to do a little custom repaint on this one of these days. And this I should probably secure with museum putty. The base is very slippery. Plus I could attach this to the wood with some museum putty because I'm scared the kitties are just going to knock it right over. Might even scooch it a bit just to make sure it's visible on face cam. We'll need some museum putty to level it out too. Okay, time to get this vlog uploaded. I finished editing it this morning. And I have yet to make the thumbnail, so let's do that. And I went to add the thumbnail just now. And this is the default thumbnail YouTube assigned. It's now Thursday. I spent my morning editing, as I often do, except this time I was editing this vlog. Then I had lunch, folded laundry, packed orders, and now here we are. Now I'm gonna insert some clips that I actually filmed just before Christmas because it was gonna go in that vlog that I was filming at the time. And what it is it's a PR package from Copic. I'm unboxing it, and then I was gonna make some art with them, but I ran out of time before Christmas. And so I never put that in the vlog. So let's put it in this vlog. I'll do the unboxing segment now, and then my plan is to do some marker art later in the vlog. And I finally filled my empty markers. I made some custom colors. Okay, it's now time for the Copic unboxing. So they sent this to me as a PR package, and I also have a code for you to get 20% off Copic markers. I have a link below for that, and if for some reason the discount does not apply with the link, you can use code BaileyJ20 for 20% off. Now let's take a look. For a second I thought it said bendable, and I was like, what? Blendable, customizable, refillable. We got that crinkle paper. Packing boxes the Bailey J way. We've got a case here. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's huge. Oh. That is the 36-piece wallet. Opening it up. We have a 6-piece set of Copic sketch markers, the bold primaries. Look at this sticker. And then we have a 6-piece portrait set of Chow markers. The caps are catching my attention. They're different than mine. Mine are really old. See the difference there in the cap design? And then we have some refills. Oh, the coveted B00. Took me forever to get my hands on this, which is so funny because now I have a second one. But I use my super pale blues and greens, reds, all those super pale colors, I use them a lot. So I will definitely get use out of this refill. Then we also have warm gray number 5 and cool gray number 5. Where's Mumbo number 5? Okay, sorry. Okay, hold on. I want to check if I have these yet. I think I do have all the gray refills, but I'm gonna look. There's you. I have the old version of the refill in warm gray number 5. Now what about the cool grays? Ah! Help! I don't use the cool grays as much, so I might actually not have their refills. No. I have warm grays and neutral grays, but no cool grays. Ooh. And, the tweezers. Oh, yes. I've been pulling out the nibs by hand, just using a paper towel, but then the ink goes through the paper towel onto my fingers. Oh, yeah. So shiny and new. Oh, yeah, that's different. I haven't purchased any new chows in so long that I'm like, whoa, ooh, comparing the differences. Oh. The chow is basically just a smaller version of the sketch marker. They have the same nibs, which is nice. So yes, they both have the same chisel on this end and then the same brush tip on the other end. The chows are just smaller. They hold less ink. And of course, the shape of the barrel is a little different. One or the other might be more comfortable for you. And of course, the price point is different too. So that's what I started out with, was a 72 set of the Copic chow. And now let's take another look at the wallet. It's got the handle. It's got a zipper pouch in the back. Ooh. What about a chow? Oh yeah. Oh, they both fit. Wait, what about a Copic original? I only have 2 Copic originals, red and black. This technically was my first marker because I ordered that 72 set online of chow markers, and while I was waiting for it to come in, I was at an art store and saw these and I was like, whoa. So this is technically the first I've owned. That fits too. It's a little more snug, but it's doable. I just thought of what I could do for the refilling because I have 2 empty markers. That's right. You can get empty blank Copics and make your own colors. And what I want are color variants of E04. It's a pinkish brown. I love this color so much, but the colors before and after it look nothing like it. Because like, let's say E43, if I want it a little darker, I go E44. If I want it a little lighter, I go E42. But with this E04 here, see, it's like a pinky purpley brown. The E02 is peach, and then the E07 is very red. So I want to make maybe an E03 and an E05, 6, one of those two. Maybe let's just say 5. Just a lighter version of this and a darker version. But it's going to take some experimentation because I don't know what colors to mix. Obviously, we start with E04 as the base, but I'm not going to use E07 and E02 to mix the colors. I want something that is purpley like that, so I might have to mix in some of these other colors. Okay, before I figure out what colors I want to mix, I just want to try out the tweezers. They got those grippies. Oh, yeah. Like, they're bent inwards and have the teeth. Hi. Hey, guys. It's me, Sir Tweez. Tweez Sir. So, I refill from the chisel end. These are dry because they have no ink in them, so I could just pull out with my finger. But you do that with any marker with ink, it's gonna leave a mess. How have I never gotten these after all these years? After all these markers, I have so many refills, and then I have every single color as a marker. How have I gone this long without getting the tweezers? I don't know. Maybe I just kept forgetting they exist. Trying another one. My hands are clean. Yes. So these are the 3 colors. I have yet to label the empty barrels because I want to make a little sticker for them. Because I feel like if I just write on there with a multi-liner or something, it might just rub off or scrape off. So here's the first color. Do, 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 do. That's the lighter version. And then here's the E04, which is what this is all based off of. And then the darker version. Wow. Part of me does feel like I could turn it into 5 colors, go even lighter and then even darker. But is that necessary? Maybe I can just use existing colors I have. I don't know. Because typically when I shade things, I don't just use the darker version of the same color exclusively. I mix in other colors. But just for like even a base color, like who says this has to be the base and this is highlights and shadows? Maybe this is the base and then we go even darker, you know? Also, this one might be slightly too purpley compared to the others. I'm unsure. So for my darker color, it was 1 drop of each of these colors and then 17 drops of E04. And I don't know if all 4 of these are necessary, but that's just kind of the way it worked out as I was experimenting, like trying to neutralize one color a bit with another. And then for the lighter one, I actually don't remember the ratio. I'd have to look back at the clips, but it was just mixing the colorless blender with the E04. No additional colors added. So there you have it. Now back to present time. We have more to unbox. So there are some blanks I ordered just to see the colors of them before I bulk order. So let's open that up first. And then the second box is from Vistaprint. It's a print restock. When Christian brought these down, he had them stacked and I could just see that this one said candy on the side. And I was like, what is that? And then I looked at the label. I'm like, oh, it's from S&S. It's blanks. Not candy. Sad. Whoa. So some of the colors I'm bringing in, I didn't need to order samples of because I have other shirts in those colors. Okay, Crunchberry looks way different. Is this actually Crunchberry? I mean, this is more what I was after in the first place. It looked like a slightly darker, more desaturated color in the swatches, but this is kind of like a true pink, like a good medium tone pink, a little similar to the pigment pink sweatshirts. That's actually nice because I was scared I was going to end up with too many desaturated colors that my art doesn't suit. Like I kind of want a mix of options with the blanks, but also like I'm thinking the Froggy palette. It's very vibrant colors. Like it's not going to look good on the desaturated blank. So this is actually perfect for that. So I also tried Googling photos of the blanks, but it's hard to get a good idea. It looks different in every picture. Plus some of them are just mock-ups where they digitally altered the color. So yeah, I had to order one to see in person. There's also a light pink similar to this, and I do plan on having both pink options. Then this was their light green. It looks about how I thought it would look, which is kind of an alpine green, which is probably what I'll call this, because I try to streamline the names of items in my shop, and this is just like the alpine green sweatshirts I do. So I'm probably just gonna call it alpine green to make it like normal. Like the pepper color I call faded black because yeah, Comfort Colors calls it pepper, and then Independent Trading Co. calls it pigment black. And so I'm like, I'm just gonna call it faded black, and then it's the same across my website. So I'll probably call this alpine green. They call it light green. This one is a little on the desaturated side, which is what I was expecting. Then we have this one. It's called Flow Blue. And I wanted a sample of this because that's the blue that the long sleeves are available in. This is the first Comfort Colors long sleeve I've ever touched. Oh, wow! Honestly, not my favorite blue. I like the washed denim more. This is washed denim, what I originally did the duckies on. It's just a lighter blue compared to this. But I can't get this color in the long sleeves, at least not in Canada. I know in the US, usually there are more color options, but not for us. So this is a possibility, but it's not going to be a color I offer in the main t-shirts. One color you will see is violet. I have a plain one. Like I've got quite a few Comfort Color shirts in my closet that are just plain unembroidered. This one's inside out. It's been washed a lot, so it's already slightly faded because that's what these garment dyed shirts do. But yeah, that's the violet color. Pretty cute, although I don't think it's my color. I don't feel like it goes with my skin tone and features and stuff, but I love it. Such a cute purple. And then the last thing in here is actually a hat. What I was originally looking at was on Private Agent D&D. I was looking at their Nisi caps, but they're sold out. And so just on SNS Activewear, I decided to look up some hats, and this actually feels a lot nicer than I thought it would. I thought it would feel more cheapy. Now, we could embroider hats. We have a cap driver that came with the machine. It's like a cylindrical thing the hat gets attached to, so we technically can do hats. I don't know if I want to get into hat embroidery or not, but I'm thinking of testing out hats with DTF because you can get a curved hat heat press. That's one more gadget for this basement, but could do little DTF stuff. And if you press it more than once, you could put stuff on the sides too. And I quite like this hat. Too small for my fat head. I gotta loosen it. Now it's too loose, but you get the idea. And this blue looks really great. In the pictures it looked a little more pale, but this is more of what I wanted. And honestly, that's what I wish this shirt color was. They're different, you see. The wash denim has a slight purpliness to it. Anyway, maybe something new that we're doing for Froggy Update. And now the art prints. I just looked at what was out of stock. I didn't really look at what was low stock, which in hindsight was a bit of a mistake because I realized the meeting is getting dangerously low. But for some of them, they're low stock and I'm gonna let them run out. I don't plan on restocking every print design. Only like the ones I'm the most proud of and the ones I want featured in my shop. I don't know how they decide who gets shrink wrap, who doesn't. So I'm gonna go through all my prints looking for defects. I have two different finishes. So there's the soft touch. It feels smooth and it's like an ultra matte. It's my favorite for art prints, But for ones that have a lot of really dark darks, it doesn't print very nicely because it'll lighten the darks. Like this is the darkest I can get away with. But some prints I've tried in the past, they just don't look good on soft touch. So this one, for example, is just on a regular matte. You can see it does have a little bit of shine to it, but it's not glossy. But the last time I ordered prints, all the ones that were on this matte card were very defect prone, and so I'm hoping they're okay. I mean, to be fair, a lot of the defects were bent corners because they were not packaged very nicely, but also a lot of them had scratches. Okay, like I already see something on this one. What is that light dot in the middle gold area just below the jewel? What is that? That's not part of the painting. Okay, both Royal Kitties have roughly the same amount, so that's good. These are the B grades for both. Now Noise, I don't plan to keep around long term, but it was quite popular. Like I didn't order many to begin with, but they did sell quite quickly. So I ordered a small bundle of more, just 25 by the looks of it. 25 more of this one. That looks to be about that amount. Same here, and then 50 of the Mushroom Wonderland and 50 of the Little Creep. Update, I'm through all the prints. Little Creep had a lot of B grades. The rest were good though. And what's annoying is the matte finish ones, those are the ones more prone to issues. They don't overprint those. They send you exactly the amount you ordered. Whereas with all the soft touch ones, if I ordered 25, they would send 29. And it's nice having a few extras in case you do come across some B grades, but the ones that have the most B grades are the ones that don't have any spares printed. But they're all counted too. I added the inventory as I was going through them, so that's already on the website. Now we're gonna play a little game called Find an Item Bailey Has Lost. I don't know why, but when I can't find something and I vlog it, I find it. The item in question, my small white tripod that I use if I'm setting my camera on like a desk or something, or like I put it on top of Rick to film some side shots of order packing when I'm not using that camera. And it's short. It's shorter than this, smaller than this. And see, I don't think I've used it in at least a month, maybe even 2 months. And it's one of those items I don't have a spot for. It just stays out all the time. So I fear I put it away somewhere, but it doesn't have a spot to be put away. So where would that be? I just glanced to the side and saw something. That coloring book sample, it's on the ground. So maybe Kiki knocked the little tripod on the ground. Like maybe it was on here. Oh my. Really? Are you kidding me? Like while I was vlogging, the book caught my attention. That worked. Wow. I seriously thought we'd have a little more looking around. Vlogging, it never fails. And now that you're on the little tripod, I can film the next segment, which is my controller. I'm having an issue with the triggers. So this is a normal trigger. Like you push it down and it pops back up right away. This one is sticking a bit. It's only briefly sticking, but you can hear the force of it snapping back up. So if I'm playing a game and this is sticking, that's a problem. Now I've already had to replace some buttons on this thing, sadly. The bumpers broke. So these bumpers are one piece connected underneath this green piece. There's like a thin piece of plastic connecting them. And so in the past mine broke, and so the button stopped working. One of them was still working, but the other one wasn't. So I had to replace that piece, but sadly it doesn't match because this is a custom Xbox controller and the bumpers were supposed to be green just like the rest of the top. So now it kind of looks silly with the white bumpers. But that's okay, I guess. And now the trigger is sticking. Just the one though. And I was Googling it and I think I know the problem. There's a little rubber pad underneath here and over time it can get gummy. So either I need to remove the rubber pad and then I have no cushioning at all, or what I saw one person do is they just like stuck some tape under there and then somehow stuck a knife in here to trim it, but they just covered the rubber with a little piece of tape. I guess I could open it up and do that. But that way you still get the cushion, but not the stickiness. And I have opened this controller up before, so I could do it again. Getting this panel off is the hardest, and I actually caused a little bit of damage in the seam. It's a little crinkly because you have to pry the plastic off. But because I've done it once before, maybe it'll be easier to pry off again. Ew, there's some gamer gunk in there. I still have the kit from when I replaced the bumpers. This did not come with the kit. It's a plastic pry tool, but it's not strong enough for this controller. But these are my old bumpers, look. But I do have one spare set. It also came with the middle cover piece, so I could have switched that to white, which maybe in hindsight would have looked better. But I'm just trying to preserve some green. I need to get this repaired because tomorrow's game stream day. And it's also the monthly drinking stream. I usually do one most months. December's was really low key because I wasn't planning on doing it that day, and then my sister was drinking and we were playing Peak, so I was like, fine, I'll drink too, why not? Oh my god, ew. The gunk! Wait, what the hell? It almost feels like a piece of grass. Like, why is it intact? Anyway, so the last drinking stream wasn't as crazy. I mean, they don't get that crazy, but by the time you're watching this, it will have already happened. It was like last Friday if you're watching this vlog. The hardest part of this is you unclick something and then you move down to unclick something else, and then the first spot clicks back into place. Like, stop it! What if I leave that wedged in there? Could replace it with the bone folder, but the bone folder is thicker and it's got rounded edges, so it might just slip out. There we go. Yes, bone folder was the key. So I went in from the top, just careful not to damage your button, and kind of work your way down. Okay. It looks like my rubber has worn away. So it's this little strip of black right there. Do you see that? It kind of looks worn away, which explains why it's sticking, because it exposed the adhesive that they used. And then there's a little bit of black stuff on the underside of the button. I'm thinking of just scraping off the rubber because I feel like a piece of tape's just gonna come off and then we'll be back at square one and it might jam something else up. This angle's purely for the camera. I can hardly see what I'm doing. Oh, the piece fell in there. It's gonna gum something up. Might get in there with a bit of rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip. And I just want to say about the gamer gunk, I wash my hands a lot, okay? But sometimes I am eating while gaming. The Q-tip's too thick to get the back side of the trigger, but it's doing pretty good. See, now it's gonna make that loud clicking noise. But I don't know what I could do to really fix that, because that was a really thin piece of foam. I mean, I don't know what it looks like new, but I came across these. These are little swatches of a fleecy sweatshirt type material, but it's not that thick. I just like the idea of the material having some cushion, like these. But this is, like these ones are less fibrous and hairy looking. Like this maybe is just too much bits that could catch on something. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of pink to match the controller, even though we don't see it. It's like if your undies match your outfit, it's just for you to know. I think it'll work. It's kind of like E6000 where it just keeps spewing out. Stop that! I just don't want to spread the glue around too much because we might just give ourselves another sticky situation. Yeah, there it is. Woo! And it's nice and quiet. New cushion. New cushion for the pushin'. I need this button for my heavy attacks in Elden Ring. Okay, I don't want to mess with it too much while the glue's still wet. Leave it. That looks tough because it's like way open. Like I'm looking at that route and it looks nuts. Maybe they're trying to loot Cam's body or something.
Yep.
Ah! What the f?
Well, my amazing taste.
You guys had my hand and then as soon as it let go, it dropped me. Are you kidding me? We just got in here. You're the goat. The mountain goat. Oh my god. The flag!
What do you say?
Mallow, no! Stop this madness. Maybe there's a treasure down there. Oh,
Something. Oh!
what's that?
Marshmallow. You carried, thank you.
Oh my god. Soul survivor. Or you just being a silly.
Yay, Marshmallow.
Oh.
And she's all alone. That's so sad. Your friends left you to die. Look at the amount of times Bailey died.
Hey, play the coconut song.
Sure, Da Coconut Nut, the Coconut Song by the San Miguel Master Chorale.
It really does help calm me though, for real. It's like taking a deep breath. Think this song helped you kill the boss? It's a real stream throwback, this song. It's from the olden days.
In the spring of 1998, a Super Scooper was flown from
So it's currently Sunday, and we are going to Moulin Rouge, like the stage production. I've always loved the movie. I've seen it so many times, listened to the soundtrack so many times, and I looked it up, and the stage production does use the same songs, or at least like based off the same songs. I don't know how the same it's gonna be, but the stage production's longer, so it turns out they do have some new songs just for that. I haven't listened to those, but for the main soundtrack, I know those songs by heart. And anything that's new will just be a surprise to me. But yeah, it'll be interesting because the movie, it's a musical already, but it's about a stage production. I mean, it's a romance first and foremost, but like it centers around them creating a stage production. So I'm gonna go watch a stage production of a stage production. And this is a matinee, okay? We need to leave the house in like 35 minutes. And we don't have seats together. There are two people between us because I just wanted close-up seats for this show. And they're not even that close to the front, but they're like the main area centered. It'll be a good view. Because man, the seats were so picked over when I got tickets. So I did the best I could, which was the matinee and not sitting together. And I'm so excited for this one. Probably the most excited I've been for any of the musicals I've gone to see. Now I have half an hour to kill. I might start planning out the quantities of blanks to order. Because although I unboxed these the other day, I didn't actually get around to ordering any of them. So I need to do that. And it's making me realize how much work there's going to be on the back end to set up the listings, especially since, sorry, this rug is folded over. Damn. and I'm tripping on it. Let's kick it back. Just setting up the back end with the inventory management with all these new colors, because like there's the old blanks that are still in stock, but I'm discontinuing. So should those stay a separate listing, it might be okay actually to do it that way, because there is only Ducky's option for non-pocket tees, because we already have 2 Ducky listings. Now we're going to end up with like 4. No, there's going to be even more, because there's long sleeve tee. Like each design is going to have multiple listings, more than there even already is, because the addition of the long sleeve t-shirts. But also like I just have to redo all my listings basically. I should make that a priority this coming week, just so it's good to go when everything releases. And even for like the pocket tees, there are new colors. So now I need to do new mock-ups and change the main photo that shows all the colors. I gotta add in the new ones. But then it's like I'm discontinuing the lightest blue pocket tee, I think, but we still have some, so it still needs to be in the photo. I need like 2 versions of the photo. One for before that sells out and one for after, I guess. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit down on my spreadsheet and write out how many of each shirt I want to buy in each size. And I have 9 different colors for the main tees, the standard tees, so that's like 18 smalls and then 32 mediums. This is a huge amount of shirts when you factor in all the different colors I have. But I know the numbers are small, so if a ton of people go for the same thing, like the inventory will go down to 0 real fast, but I just need the options there. But if a color you want sells out, I'll bring it back when I can. But this is why things might sell out, because I don't know what everyone's going to gravitate towards or which color combos they're going to go for. I also need to order some more sweatshirts, just fill in some blanks in our inventory where I can. But I think that'll be a separate order, just because it's already going to be a huge order. I have all the regular tees added to my cart, and I feel like it's too much. Like maybe I should reduce everything by 1. I did reduce for Ivory because I feel like that's not going to be as popular, but I feel like I need to reduce everything by 1 again. Like there's just, when there are 9 different colors, I really don't need that many of each in stock, because like I'm sitting at 281 t-shirts and I haven't even added the 5XL yet, and I'm like, okay, maybe that's too much. I'll think about it. And then later today I can revise my numbers. Okay, it's now the early evening. We're back from the show. I just ate some wings and I didn't put my bib on. And see what happens? The booba always gets in the way. But yes, the show, Moulin Rouge, okay? As far as musicals go, it's a good show. The production was really good, but I just left feeling disappointed because I feel like they changed too much from the movie. And I expected at least half the music to be from the original. It was way less than that. Like, even the songs that they did bring over from the movie, they changed things, and then there were just a whole bunch of new songs. I knew there'd have to be new ones to fill in the time because it's much longer than the movie, but it was just so different. It did go well, though. Like, I liked the song choices they picked for the most part, and like, it's fun hearing these medleys because each song is made up of multiple other songs. But I just didn't like how different it was. And the overall vibe was much different as well, which is actually probably my main complaint. Because with music, I was like, how much of those songs are they going to bring in? Some might be like a creative choice to leave out, or I don't know if there's licensing issues. You know, expected some changes there. But the overall like tone and vibe of it was a lot different because the movie is very quirky, very zany, almost to like a cartoonish level. And that's one of the things I love about it. And the play was not like that at all. They took all the quirk out. And so it was just like kind of more, it felt more plain. And characters like the Duke, he's supposed to be like this old snivelly guy. And he's also like quite a character, really exaggerated. But then in the play, he was just like, well, he was young for one, like this young, handsome guy, and was not cartoonish at all. He was just normal. Ziegler was the only one who maintained some quirk. The rest, no. And like Toulouse, they made him just this old man with a cane. Again, all quirk removed from his character. I was like, what? Okay. Some songs were missing entirely, like One Day I'll Fly Away. That's Satine's slow emotional song. That was replaced with Katy Perry's Firework. And they didn't do Like a Virgin, which I was sad about. That one maybe was removed because maybe be a little like controversial. I don't know. They also removed all references to India. There's none of that. And about the songs, on the way up, Christian was playing his music. He listens to a lot of cover artists, and so it was like a punk cover of Bad Romance. And as we're listening to it, I'm thinking, oh, this would go well in Moulin Rouge. Like, I wonder if it's in there. Yeah, it is. That was actually one of my favorite additions they made to it, was the Bad Romance that transitions into Toxic. And it was like very bassy and for the Toxic portion. It was really cool. I liked that number. And my one other complaint is that the second act kind of drags because they're stretching the story out to 2.5 hours, but there's no additional plot elements added. They actually stripped away the plot a bit and made it more simple, especially at the end. Like, there's a point where I'm like, okay, just get to like the final scene. I'm excited to see it, and like the grandeur, the splendor. It was just a completely stripped bare. Just Christian and Satine acting out a scene, saying a few lines, and then she collapses, and I was like, that's it. Like, there was no like accompanying musical number leading up to it. There was none of like the Duke's henchmen going after Christian and then the Duke himself trying to shoot Christian. Like, none of that drama was included at all. She collapses. They're like, we're sad. And then it's like, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I was like, what? That's how we're ending this? What? So it's very different. It's very different. I'm so glad I went to see it because it was still very beautiful. Lots of great dancing and singing, and the sets were gorgeous. And there's a lot of butts, especially early on, a lot of butts. So yeah, final review, it was good, but I still left feeling disappointed as someone who loved the movie. One more thing about Moulin Rouge. When we got to our seats, the couple that was sitting between us was already there. And my rule was, we're not going to ask them to swap seats, but if they offer, we'll do it. And they immediately offered. They saw us getting to our seats. They're like, oh, let's just switch. So we just let them move to be more center. Because one of the seats we had was seat 37, which is dead center. So it kind of worked out for them. They got to sit like a little bit closer to the middle. And worked out for us because we got to sit together. Now it's Tuesday. Not Monday. I didn't film anything yesterday because I was at my computer the entire day because I was having a freak out moment. I often get these freak out moments leading up to a shop update when I realize just how much there is left to do. And I just had so much to do with the setup of all the back end stuff like I brought up earlier. And so I just had to get a head start on that, setting up as much as I can. And it's not something I can delegate to Christian because it's like you're in like 5 different tabs and things at once. I'd have to train him on all these separate things, and he doesn't know what blanks I bought, and he doesn't know how to make listings. He doesn't know how I structure my spreadsheets, and like I'm not gonna let him decide how to make making the SKUs. There's so many things. He doesn't know how to use Photoshop to make the product photos. It's something I have to do. And so I spent the entire day yesterday on that until about 11 p.m. And I'm still not done. There's still a lot left to do. And it's making me realize that the shop update is probably not going to happen this month. So in my little monthly chart, I originally had coloring book on February. Then I got a little hopeful and moved it to January, but I think we just got to move it back. Move it back to Feb, but it would be very, very early. Because like today, it's January 13th. And I haven't even gotten word of the sketchbooks since they landed, because they were scheduled to arrive at port on January 3rd, and then it would take a week or so for it to get processed, get through customs, and then it would go to the final mile delivery company to deliver it to me, and that's when I'd get my tracking info. And I have not gotten that tracking info yet, so it's like, I don't even have the coloring books yet. And there are 750 of them. I want to sign them all. I at least want to pre-sign half of them, and then the rest I could sign at a later date. But I want to sign them all, and in addition to all the other shop prep. So let's just say it's going to be early February, okay? January's off the table. There's too much left to do. And not only am I trying to do all the shop prep for this shop update, I want to get some of the art going for the Froggy update. Like, yes, we have that digital lily pad artwork, but there's so much more I want to do, including a big traditional illustration piece. And I wanted to do that before the end of the month, but doing all that alongside the shop prep is a lot. So yeah, if we just push the shop update back a little bit, that gives us time to get the coloring books in, get all the prep done. Yeah. And now we're going to close out the vlog with a little art segment. So, working in the Bailey J sketchbook, of course, I'm going to be coloring some froggies. I put my piece of paper behind to prevent bleed through, and I pulled out the new Copic markers I received as well as the custom ones I made. And I thought it would be fun to color one froggy, challenging myself to use only the colors I received, plus the custom ones, just to stay kind of on theme for the video. And I feel kind of torn when I do this because it's a fun challenge to use just the colors they sent me, but I also feel like it's so limiting that it's not always a good showcase of what the Copic markers are capable of. But this one actually turned out quite nicely. And then for the second frog, I'm just allowing myself to use any Copic colors I want. So opening it up, no restrictions. But yeah, for this first one, I started a little bit too light because I realized the belly needs to be light. So I darkened the base color. And then I decided to add yellow to it, and then it looked pee-pee poo-poo. So I was desperate to fix it. At this point, I thought I had ruined it all. But you know what? I actually saved it. It looks so cute in the end, and the color scheme is just fun and muted, kind of this deep mustard yellow color, and it's got evil little bat wings. So the areas where I used my custom colors were on the cheeks. I guess technically that was not a custom color. That was E04, the one they were all based off of. And then I used a touch of the lighter version of it to lighten the wings because I used the two browns I received, but there wasn't enough contrast between them. So I used the lighter color to lighten the wings a little bit. You can get away with that a teeny bit with Copics using a light color to lighten an area, but it does get a weird grainy texture. So I try to use it sparingly, but it was just a great way to brighten up the veiny parts, or like the, not veiny, but whatever, the parts of the wings. Cartilagey parts. And then to outline it, I'm using pencils as I do. It's my favorite thing to outline with these days. And I just do very light pencil lines to start with, and then I darken them after the fact because I don't want it to smudge either from my hand or just from the Copic ink. So outlines come last. And for this one, I just did brown outlines. I didn't mix any kind of other colors in there, so kept it simple on that front. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's so cute. It turned out so well in the end. The colors went together so nicely. I'm really happy with that one. And then on to Bow Frog, because the first one with the teefies, that's just like one of the froggies on the Froggy palette artwork, but with bat wings. This one was also one of the ones on the palette. The one in the back, it was purple. It had its eyes closed. We took that froggy and we're adding the big bow to it because I kept talking about that in my last vlog. I kept picturing a green frog with a pink bow. So here it is. And I was experimenting a bit with how I'm going to be coloring these frogs because this is like the trial run for the Froggy collection. And so with this one, I tried coloring in the feet so that there's that little indent above the foot. I don't know how I feel about that because I kind of like the other one where it just looks like a stump. I'm unsure. But then also the way I color this green one is I made the arm look really long because I left that light line between the arm and the back leg. And so it makes the arm look longer than how I originally drew it. So I don't know how I feel about that. That's something I might change when I draw more frogs. Not shade the arm so high so that they look really stumpy. But this one I played around with adding more colors. Like it's a green frog, but we got yellow in there. We've got some pinks in there. And then the shading is done with blue. And so this is more of what I have in mind for the Froggy collection, at least for like the illustrated side, because I keep mentioning there's going to be like probably a flat digital art side and then the fully shaded traditional art version. And my one marker was drying out a bit, so I decided to refill it, which you can see here, using my new tweezers. Heck yeah. Back in the day, I used to just drip ink on the nib to refill it, but it would take forever, so I never did get those tweezers back in the day. But now I do pull out nibs to refill, which makes it a lot faster, so the tweezers are lovely. But yeah, I do want to draw some standalone frogs like this to go along with the collection, because whatever full illustration I make, there's probably going to be a lot of overlap between frogs and props and things in the scene, and they're probably going to be drawn kind of small. And so I feel like I'm going to need bigger standalone versions of some of the frogs. And so I'll probably draw more at this scale. I'll probably draw them after I've done the big illustration, just so I can plan out like, okay, the bow frog I'm going to draw separately and this frog I'm going to draw separately. Just so I have more options for the products, you know? Yes. So this is a very fun trial because this is what I've been itching to do. When I pictured the Froggy collection, this bow one is exactly how I imagined it would look in terms of colors and things. Not all the frogs are going to be green. I plan to do blue, yellow, and green as the main frog colors, I think. Maybe I will add some of the other colors that are on the Froggy palette one. I don't know. I haven't fully planned out the full illustration yet. I just know I want it to be a crafting table and little froggies are there interacting with objects and just wreaking havoc on the crafting station. So that's the plan, and it'll be kind of in this style. But because there will be so many frogs, they will not be drawn this big, so I won't be able to get in quite as much detail, but I think I could still make it work decently well. We'll see, because it'll probably be drawn quite large, just like Forest Cuddles was. So I hope you enjoyed this little demo of using Copic markers. You guys know, if you've been subscribed, you've seen me do tons of Copic art for like well over 10 years. But yeah, this was fun using the supplies Copic sent me. Thank you so much again, Copic. And thank you guys for watching this vlog. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh, look, so cute. Froggies. I'm excited because this is the first time I've used the laminator. The first time I've used the laminator since laminating my HelloFresh recipe cards. Oh no. Why did the front crumple? I even put the sealed edge in first, which is what you're supposed to do.